used to watching the Food Network shows, and just they only have one cook, you know, one host, and that's what I thought it was going to be. But now that I'm doing an episode alone, I'm like, who the heck are my guests? Like, I'm sick of talking to myself. This is terrible. And now I understand why Rachel Ray talks about her dog 5 times every episode. Like, I get it, Rachel. I see how hard it is now. I personally think that Food Network should have a little buddy thing going and maybe have Paula Deen and Rachel Ray do a show together. It'd be Rachel Ray and Paula Deen 30-minute meals where you gain 30 pounds. Because it's Paula Deen. So it's butter, y'all. Always butter. And I'm sure Rachel would still try and talk about her dog, but you know that at least Paula would be there to say, Rachel, if you talk about your dog one more time or ever say yummo again, I'm going to set this kitchen on fire. Good old Paula Deen. I would love to have Paula Deen as a guest on my show. She might actually make a guest appearance later on the season, folks, if you know what I'm saying. So make sure to check that one out. So this is sat for a while. It's gonna need a little more time to thicken, but while this is thickening, we're gonna kick it to Abby and Evan for Food Smarts and for our first ever restaurant review. Exciting, so take it away, guys.
Hey, I'm Abby.
I'm Evan, and this is Food Smarts. Today we're going to do our first ever restaurant review.
We're super excited. We're here at Dupas Boomers, which is located on the ground floor of the Cup.
Now, a lot of you have probably already eaten here, but we're here to show you the diversity of food that you can get.
Let's go check it out.
Let's indeed.
Dupas Boomers has a fantastic atmosphere, perfect for a variety of different venues.
Hanging out with friends, watching the game, maybe a nice quiet place for a date, all here at Boomers.
Chill, swanky, fun.
The service was excellent. Friendly, warm, helpful.
Timely. Important.
And very important. It had a very friendly atmosphere with the cartoons and the silly pictures and the big screen TVs. For those who are over the age of 21, they do have 44 beers on tap, so if you'd like to come in and try one once in a while. That's what I think.
Fully satiated.
It was
Wonderful.
delicious. Oh man.
Tell me about your meal, Evan.
I had the coconut chicken curry. I am more than in debt to these people. It was good, it was creamy, the sauce it wasn't too hot for all of those who are too worried about Indian food, but it was just right. Creamy, delicious, moist, great. How about you, Abby? What'd you get?
Well, I had the standard mini burgers, so they're just like 3 little sliders that come. Everything was fresh. Love the presentation, the hot plate, including the buns, the meat, the veggies. Everything was fresh, so it was more than just your standard sliders, from what I thought.
Tasty, flame broiled, I think.
Exactly, for sure.
And we also had a tiramisu. Oh man.
Goodness on a plate, essentially.
It was like therapy. It was fluffy, it was good, it was delicious.
Espresso plus chocolate.
It was moist. It took my heart. My heart is in there with that tiramisu right
It's
now.
my love language. We also got a special preview of the frog legs, which is a hot upcoming dish coming up on Dad's weekend.
It tastes just like chicken, except think tender, think of a pulled pork sandwich, just how moist and juicy that is. It's amazing.
Yeah, crystallized sugar chipotle sauce.
The sauce is made here, special recipe just for the restaurant. Amazing.
Complete thumbs up.
I know.
Well, that's all for Food Smarts today. I'm Abby.
I'm Evan.
Shop smart.
Food smart.
Eat smart.
Back to you, Kelsey.
Thanks, Abby and Evan. We just took the pasta and the sauce and the peas out of the microwave. We used the same bowl that I microwaved the peas in, so it's like one dish meal. I mean, minus the pots and pans, but you guys know what I'm saying. So we've got the whole wheat linguine, the Alfredo sauce, and the peas, and now here we go with the dangerous final touches. This is where you guys can kind of like do what you need to do. I understand. I put probably half a teaspoon, maybe a quarter teaspoon of nutmeg. Nutmeg is like really peppery, cinnamony, but it works with this dish. It's really, really good. So stir that in, and then, dun dun dun, the raisins. But let me tell you guys something. I went to the new Greek restaurant on Main Street in Pullman this weekend, the Black Cypress. and it was phenomenal. I highly, highly recommend you guys go. But they had a Mediterranean pasta dish where they used currants, which are like dried berries, kind of similar to raisins. So they used it in their pasta dish, people. So I'm not crazy. Other people do this. Other restaurants do this. So just give it a try, give it a whirl. So probably, oh, I don't know. I'm gonna do like a small handful. Just test it out again, but I do love it. And then, final touch, I'm doing some crushed walnuts over the top. It kind of gives it the crunch texture that this dish doesn't really have without it. And the walnut actually works well with the flavors. And if you guys have noticed, part of the reason why this dish was so quick to make was that it doesn't have any meat. It's another vegetarian dish, which I did on accident actually, but it's whole wheat pasta, which has a lot more protein than normal pasta. Peas, which are a legume, if you don't know, and has a lot of protein, and then walnuts. So this probably is packing at least 20 grams of protein, I think, in a serving, which is amazing and, you know, about half of your daily protein needs. So it's an awesome dish in one, and that's about it. I don't need any more than that. So here is our final product, you guys. I know it looks weird, give it a try. It's really, really good. If you aren't raisin or walnut fans, I understand. It makes awesome just Alfredo. And also a great kind of change or twist on this dish is instead of using Alfredo sauce, you can use pesto. Pesto can be really expensive at the store and kind of a pain in the butt to make on your own, but all of the local pizza chains, a lot of them use pesto sauce on their pizzas. And so anytime you order delivery pizza from those places or breadsticks or whatever, just ask for a side of pesto. It's like 50 cents and I'll get them in like kind of, I don't know, this big, and they last for 3 or 4 dishes. So that's a really cost-effective way to get pesto, and it makes this dish awesome as well. So, all right, well, I hope you guys have learned how to make a good one-man meal when you're just cooking for yourself. So easy, really delicious, really good for you too. So thanks for tuning in, you guys, and I'll see you next time on Cook's Cuisine.
I wish I had 2 more hands so I could get them 2
Yeah, I'll help you out.
more thumbs up.
It's great and it's fun to make, but it's kind of a pain sometimes. We don't have to, just a thought. So I'm not just sitting here.
I'm Abby.
I'm Evan.
Shop smart.
Eat smart.
Food
smart.
I don't know. Okay.
Eat
Eat smart.
Back to you, Kelsey.
Okay.